Hi, welcome back to Karen Ann Fine Art. It is, I think, 2:08 a.m. on Halloween 2020. I have just left work, and yes, this is what I look like at work. High vis. Getting ready to head out of here as soon as it warms up a little bit in the nitro. Don't know how everybody's going to be trick-or-treating tonight. Hope everybody's safe. I'm getting ready to go get my big kids a treat. We're going to head off to the donut shop and pick out some donuts. Thinking about painting a donut with maybe a cup of coffee, just as a quick painting. Kind of want to do it fast, but yet I really want to apply the paint to this one and see how much paint I can really get on there. I have a tendency to keep my paint really flat where there's not much brush strokes. I think because starting out, my theory is starting out as an acrylic painter, it's kind of, smooth. You don't get much brush strokes out of acrylic. So I think I want to layer it up, wait, let it dry, and do a final coat and really apply the paint to see how much thickness I can get the paint and see how it turns out. Picking a simple subject as a donut, also getting the kids, their treat for Halloween. So funny thing is about Georgetown in Kentucky is that there are 3 or 4 donut shops and only one opens at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is very smart because there's 5,000 people leaving from 2 until probably 5 from the largest manufacturing in Georgetown. And why wouldn't you want to open up a donut shop at 2 o'clock when they're letting out instead of like 6 o'clock? I mean, if I had a donut shop, I'd definitely be opening up at 2. So I'll see if they'll let me film a little bit inside and see how it goes. All right, made it back. Turn the radio off. Boy, that was crowded. I only got like a small shot of the donut case, and they were almost sold out, and I only been open for like 20 minutes. So luckily I got some. I'll show you my neighbor's Halloween decorations. They're so cute. They just got the ghost lit up, but I'll show you a picture I took the other night of it. And we'll go in and, before anybody sees the donuts, pick out at least 2 of the prettiest ones and put them up till we're ready to paint. All right, it is probably about almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm up, I've had a shower, didn't do much with my hair, but that's okay. Today we really want to do brush strokes, and I want to show you how thin I put the paint on. In a previous video, my mom, Garnetley Masters, I painted this painting, and I'm going to capture it here in the light. Okay, if you could see this painting from a previous one I've done, and it's already been varnished, so it's really shiny, but I'm going to see if I can't capture it from the side. The paint is really laid on there. As you can see, that shine just really stays. There's not a lot of thick paint areas. There's just this one right here where the flower is. I piled on the paint, and you can kind of see it raised just a little bit in those areas, like right there. And even down in the lace, I still yet kept the paint pretty flat, which leads to not seeing very much brush strokes. I'm pleased with painting, and I like the video I did, but I really want to see what I can do with some thick paint today. I'm going to apply the paint. I'm going to do the thin wash and drawing, do a couple of layers, And then the final layer, I'm going to really apply the paint thick because that's really unlike me. And that's the thing about it, is that I am an artist and different things work for me and some things don't. This is not the way that maybe you should do it or not do it. This is just the way I do it. And you're constantly learning as an artist, and you're experimenting, and we're human and we learn. So today I'm going to learn to see how thick I can get this paint on. All right, I got the still life going of the donuts and the coffee, and definitely choose the one with the Halloween little sprinkles. This is what I'm wanting to capture as far as composition. Is I like the shadows of the cup and the donuts. I like the highlights off the donuts, and how the icing is dripping. I also like the color of the coffee, and I kind of want to keep it like a downward view. All right, I'm using an 8x10 canvas board. I toned it in yellow ochre. All right, on the drawing stage, I am using the Van Dyke Brown and Alizarin Crimson loosened up to a real watery consistency with the Gamsol. I'm going at it several times, trying to get everything in proportion. You can tell I'm wiping away, starting over. I'm coming in and doing the shadow work and adding a little cerium blue. Okay, I'm going in and just adding layers and layers of heavy paint, fixing some shadowing. Going in with some titanium white, still alizarin crimson on the shadowing. Straightening up a lot of my lines, doing some detail, going in and putting in the coffee. Some of the coffee colors was a mixture of the raw sienna and raw umber, some yellow ochre. I was mixing some of the Van Dyke Brown in to make some of the white shadows. We're using the raw sienna mostly on the chocolate covered donut that was just solid chocolate. Headed in on the other one using more of a asphalting, which is a little bit more transparency. That's also what I used in the shadow on the coffee cup. I wanted to keep a lot of that tone color coming through on the shadow, just kind of filling in around the background. Now the Halloween sprinkles, I'm really applying the paint really thick, kind of blotting it on. It's even making peaks on the top of the donut, on top of the paint. You can see right there. But I really wanted it thick, and this is some of the finishing touches. Going a little thicker now, I'm using the palette knife to get as much paint on as I can to finish up the yellow sprinkles. On the pumpkin sprinkles, I wasn't even going to attempt to try to make a pumpkin shape. So I just wanted to make sure I was making the sprinkles a little larger than the yellow. This video was probably an hour and a half worth of actual painting from start to finish. And I'm hoping I can get you to really see the brush strokes and how much paint I've actually really put on here. Of course, it's wet, but if you can really see amount of paint. And I've learned a lot today. I don't think I've ever been so loose of a painter today and so thick. I'm glad for y'all enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And as always, keep painting. Happy Halloween.